Back, back in black. Some back in black. No, no, stay away from AC/DC. I feel you, Eduardo. I feel you, bro. Well, hey, this is the Afterfight Afterthought for the James Kirkland Alfredo Angulo fight. And if you have not seen the fight, stop this. Do not watch this video. Watch the fight, and then watch this video. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't want to ruin it for you. Spoiler alert. All right. After this is it. If you're still with me, we're going. All right. Well, in this fight, I do the before, the during, and the after the fight for both fighters. And I start out with the winner, which is the after fight, which is Kirkland, and then I go to the loser, the afterthought, which is Angulo. And starting out in this fight with Kirkland, he's on the comeback, but he's not as formidable since the Julio fight, since before he went to jail, or as we like to call it here, the stint, the second stint. And you really have to worry about that. You're worrying about his chin, how I mean, he got KO'd by a fighter in Ishida that was not a knockout puncher, and he's really taking an amazing chance here, really taking a risk by fighting Angulo. I mean, his style is kind of tailor-made for him, but still, when you look at it, of all the fighters to fight, Angulo probably wasn't the one you should jump in the ring with, especially after that. But he's reunited with his old trainer, Ann Wolf. So is she going to bring the beast back out in him? How is that going to work out? Going to Alfredo Angulo, I mean, he's riding a hot streak. He's looking at, he's got 5 straight knockouts. He's got KOs over Julio, Alcine, and Gomez. He seems poised to take control. Take this division by the reins and go with it. And the fight with the Cotto Margarito winner looks like he is in his exact future, and he has everything to lose because he is going up against a very dangerous fighter. Granted, one that appears to be on the downside, but isn't. So they get into the fight, and this is where I throw in the round by round. I didn't tell him earlier because I don't want to share that. The first round, this fight could arguably go down as the fight of the year. This round could easily be the round of the year. Starts out with Angulo is jabbing. They start trading shots. Nice hook by Angulo. He's back, but Kirkland's backing up Angulo on the ropes. Next thing you know, right on the button lands from Angulo onto Kirkland. Kirkland goes down, and it was a bad shot. And you don't even know if Kirkland's going to go down. You instantly have flashes of Ishida, and that this fight is ended. It's going to be absolutely over with. Next thing you know, there's rights. Hooks to the body, more rights, all these by Angulo, hooks. Angulo is absolutely exploding on Kirkland. Kirkland is covering up and weathering the storm. Big body shots by Angulo. Again, next thing you know, there seems to be a bit of a change there, and then there's a big uppercut by Kirkland, and hooks by Kirkland. Another right by Angulo. The uppercuts by Kirkland, nice body shots by Kirkland. The left hand by Kirkland starts to land, and you see Angulo kind of, it starts to change after that 2-minute mark. Nice uppercut, right hand, another right hook and then an uppercut by Kirkland, and the next thing you know, Angulo is going down, and that was with less than 17 seconds left in the fight, or the round, and Angulo goes down. That's the first time he's touched canvas. He gets back up very, very fast. But he looks absolutely spent in that fight, or in that round. And, I guess you would have to give that a 10-9 to Kirkland. But, I mean, Angulo controlled the first 2 minutes. And then, so if you called it a draw, I couldn't argue that was because both fighters did go down. In the second round, a quick 1-2 by Kirkland. Angulo is jabbing, left by Kirkland, jab to the body by Kirkland. And all this time, you can see that Angulo is trying to gain his legs back under him. He's trying to get his wind back because he completely exhausted himself in that first round, which is like a rookie mistake. Hey, you got a guy hurt and you jump on him like that. He blew his wad way too early. Kirkland is absolutely hammering him to the body. They're trading rights and lefts. Angulo lands lefts by Kirkland, going through uppercuts by Kirkland. Really start landing some big body shots by Angulo toward the end of the round, but then when you looked at that, Kirkland definitely controlled the second round, and the second round was pretty much all the same. You could actually see Kirkland starting to impose his will even more. And as the fourth round came with the big uppercuts and the lefts and things like that, and then Angulo trying to switch to be southpaw and landing shots, yes, but they were mostly arm punches. And Kirkland just keeps piling on the pressure and landing solid shots more and more often as these rounds go on. In the fifth round, I honestly didn't think that Angulo was going to make it out of the round because Kirkland really started teeing off on him and landing pretty much any shot he was throwing, especially toward the end of the round. And if the ref would have stopped in then, I wouldn't have had a problem with it. But again, it ended, and I gave that round to Kirkland as well. Now, the judges ringside, I don't know what fight they were watching, but if you gave any round to Angulo, you were wrong in that assumption. At best, there was the draw maybe in round 1, but 2, 3, 4, and 5 were all Kirkland. There's the shots were more convincing. They were stronger. They were harder. I mean, everything cleaner shots. And then in the sixth round, they start trading jabs. Big uppercut by Kirkland. Next thing you know, Kirkland starts teeing off on Angulo. Angulo is badly hurt in there, and then finally the ref goes in and stops that fight. And Angulo was done. He was going to go down. So, Kirkland wins this fight by KO. And you look at that and you're like, wow, can't believe that a trainer made that much. I mean, trainers do. Trainers can decide whether or not, you win the world title, but to see him fight like that was amazing. And now you really do see how much Ann Wolfe means to Kirkland. If Ann Wolfe's in his corner, I really don't see how you go against this man. You see what I mean? Can you feel that? So obviously he's got to be the Margarito Cotto winner. Maybe a rematch with Angulo is possible, and he looks reborn. And 5 seconds after this fight, rumor has it Ishida retired because he doesn't want to even be in the same country as Kirkland now. Yeah, he said there would be no rematch. As you go over to Angulo, you look, maybe he wants a rematch with Kirkland. Is that possible? Does he want to kind of show that, hey, I made a bad mistake in the first round, I completely blew myself tired, and I want a redemption type of fight? Does he want a rematch with Cintron, especially after the Cintron Saul Alvarez? Maybe he'll take on the winner of that, or the loser, because maybe Saul Alvarez takes on Kirkland, which I don't see, and I hope that doesn't happen. And obviously this was probably the best lesson Angulo could learn was, hey, don't blow your wad early, bro. It's an amateur move, man. As soon as he got him hurt, he really jumped on big time. He could have paced it out, but then again, when you see Kirkland and what he went through, you realize Kirkland's there. And maybe that was his best shot, was try to get him out as soon as possible, because he didn't want to get beat on for, 12 rounds. So, but however you saw that, please comment, rate, subscribe on this. I truly believe this has all the makings to be fight of the year. So, let me know. I'm going to have to watch it again because it was that exciting. All right, well, hey, this is Bigragu. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Be my friend. Be Eduardo's friend. Eduardo, you had Angulo too, didn't you? Oh, now you're saying you were a Kirkland fan. Whatever, man. All right, well, hey, this is Bigragu. I'm out.